Which of these headline templates do you like the best? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Once again, I'm coming to you from a darkened car out in the middle of nowhere. Today's middle of nowhere is in Clovis, California. I think we're in Clovis, Fresno area. And I'm just coming back home late, visiting my in-laws, and coming home late after going to see a comedy show with my brother-in-law and sister. That was a lot of fun. They were on the stage doing the comedy. It was really good stuff. But we're here to talk about headline templates, okay? We've been doing this series of the top 35 headline formulas for these formulas for writing headlines that were put out by John Caples a million years ago in his book Tested Advertising Methods. And we're on to number 19. And this one I displayed in the book, in the title of this video and podcast when I use the word which. So this is number 19. This is a headline template you could use. Begin your headline with the word which. W-H-I-C-H, which. Start it out like that. Here's a couple of examples for you to kind of get the feeling for it. Which is the best battery value for your car? Which of these 5 skin troubles would you like to end? And here's a slightly different one that doesn't even use the word which, but it has the same connotations. Do you have these symptoms of nervous exhaustion? You see, what it's doing is it's listing things out. It's doing something very similar that we've seen online on social media. And you've no doubt seen it if you have a Facebook or anything of that sort, where you have basically a quiz. Find out which of these things, find out which this, which that. And it pulls you in by you discovering more about yourself. And let me tell you what John Caples says about that. He says, this type of headline, and he's talking about this last one that I just read, that said, do you have symptoms of nervous exhaustion? This type of headline has 2 advantages. Number 1, it's interesting. It appeals to the reader's keen interest in themselves. They like to find out if their own difficulty is among those mentioned. You see, and we could all see that. We all know something like that we were attracted to, a quiz to take or anything of that sort. Number 2, the mentioning of a number of symptoms enables copywriters to cover much ground. Almost every reader is likely to have at least one of the symptoms. So it doesn't really matter what you're attempting to get across. If you can pull a person in by asking them which of these are you interested in. So tonight I was asking, which headline works the best for you, and what you want to do. We're only covering one type of headline tonight. We're using the word which. Go back and watch some of these other videos that I'm doing where we talk about other words you can use, other formulas that you can use to create stellar headlines. And when we're talking headlines, we're not just talking headlines themselves for advertising, just those type of templates. We're talking any type of headline. The type of headline that you use as a subject line in an email address, or the title for a podcast or a video, or anything of that sort. Anything that you're putting out there as a form of advertisement or content to pull people into your business. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about headlines. So learning more about this is learning more about your market base. It's learning more about the people whose attention you're trying to get. If you want to stand out, you got to know about headlines, because behind headlines is the psychology and the science of standing out. It's capturing people's attention. That's what it's all about. And a big piece of that I cover in my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. If you want to get your own free copy, you can go to amazonproofbook.com. Otherwise, hey, one way or the other, stick with us. Make sure you watch all of these videos in this series. Like I said, we went through number 19. Tomorrow night we're going to hit on number 20. Regardless of where I'm at, I think I'll be in Fresno tomorrow. Maybe we'll be somewhere with a little bit more light. I'm sorry about the darkness for those of you watching this on video. And you can always listen to these via podcast. Wherever you listen to podcasts, just type in Brian J. Pombo Live and search us out there. You can always listen there and make sure you never miss an episode. You have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.